I'm here in December of 2011, and this is a historic moment. My grandmother and my aunt's mother would make Lefse, which is a Norwegian or a Scandinavian tradition. It's a kind of a flatbread, like a
floppy
tortilla or something like that. Every nationality. But this is the recipe for it, and this is my Aunt Joanne, and we're going to go through the steps of making lefse today. And first of all is...
you, of course, peel the potatoes, and I have Idaho potatoes. And I'm going to double that recipe, so I have 6 medium potatoes in here. And I'm going to chop them into smaller pieces so it'll take longer, it'll take a shorter time to cook.
Good, and we're going to follow the process. We'll start and stop, and you'll see how lefse is made. And there's the chopping.
And I want to sharpen some of these knives.
Let me cut up some of that for you.
Well, this doesn't take long, but I wanted to show you.
Here we've got the potatoes softened, and now we get our morning exercise and stuff, and we're going to be mashing the potatoes. Go.
Now we're going to measure out 4 cups of potatoes. And Brucey boy, we don't have our other
bowls
to stir
1,
things.
2 and 3 and 4.
That was real close.
Yeah, so there's the 4 cups that are in there. I'll go on to the next step. What? We're putting
the margarine in to...
How much are we putting in?
We're putting in 8 tablespoons. And I like to cut it up a little bit so it'll melt in the potatoes, and a pat at a time, and then it mixes in well, and it melts so that you don't have to do any extra mixing.
Good. It's flour time now. Now how much are we putting in there?
We're putting in 1.5 cups.
Okay.
Which is doubling up, yes. And I don't sift my flour. I just do this. Pile it up. Get it down a little bit with a knife and level it off. And I like to put it in the cup there and the lard.
Now it goes into the bowl, right?
Right.
Yep.
And like you say, this is all-purpose flour, so nothing special. Lots of flour, excuse me. And then we'll just stir that in. And see how it's nice to have a big bowl, because then you can give it a good whirl, and the flour doesn't go all over the place.
Is there any is there a problem if you overmix it or anything? It doesn't stiffen it, does it?
No, no, I don't think so. I don't
just
think so.
blend it. So
well, I guess, yeah, just be sure you get it all in, and
this is where you kind of get a feel for whether the potatoes are a little moist or not.
Yeah, when you make the balls, you'll be able to tell, because we make it into the portions that we want when we fry the left side.
Good.
We're going to form them into the balls that will be rolling out and then frying.
Okay.
So, and what I have parchment paper over here that I put them on, so they'll be, when we're ready, we can wash our hands and fry them up.
That makes about 12 balls all in the parchment paper. What do we have here?
This is Alma's rolling pin that she used and did all her cooking, her pies, and her lefse, and her rolled cookies. This is it.
So great.
Ball bearings, see that?
Yeah, it's professional. Yeah.
Put wax paper over it
Yeah, just so that they keeps them
and
from.
put a towel so that they don't get crusted
Yeah.
before you get to roll them out. Got that?
Yep. And here we have the pin and some flour on the board. Do the first one.
And I try to do this a little bit, put it in the flour and put it again, put flour on your rolling pin and give it a couple whizzes like that, flip it over, more flour in your pin and give it a couple of whizzes and flip it over, distribute the flour, get your pin floured, and you try to roll it as thin as you can.
Yeah.
Now I think we got, see what we got some
Too many
piece of-
lumps?
yeah, and then it makes holes. Well, I
Yeah.
think that'll work out though.
Yeah.
That'll work out fine. Just a minute. This is serious. Just a minute. We gotta check this. See, look at that.
Yeah.
See
those
what I
are definitely
mean?
browning. Yep.
Take it to the
Okay. Okay. There we go.
and put it in and repair the tears.
Yeah.
And because you want it as thin as you can get it, and to get it thin, it's going to sort of fall apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's
And
those
there's
are
one
starting
there.
to brown there. Yeah, that thing on the skillet, and then we're getting ready for the next one. The ones that have been under cover there, resting, and now we're bring it right.
You know? No, okay. And like I say, flour the rolling pin so there's no sticking. And give it a flip. Put the flour over. Done. Flour.
Yeah, look at that.
That's what you want to get.
That's perfect. Yep.
And you can brush off, if there's a little extra flour, brush it off.
Yeah, good.
Sort of powdery, but. Oh, but they you know, right away they started to grow beards because
Oh,
of
yeah.
the cold weather. You know, they I said, "Don, gotta get ready, gotta go right now." And,
Oh, for the cocktail party?
but
Yeah.
but we met a fellow.
What'd you learn?
I learned to make the rolls or the little balls smaller because they're easier to roll out and you can get them thinner without them falling apart when you fry them.
And that's
Thanks.
the secret, huh?
Yes.
And here they are. There they are, right there, flowing away.
To cook lefse, and after we take it off the pan, we put it out like that and let it cool. And basically when the next one comes out, this is usually cooled enough and we fold it over for storage. And this one is ready to fold over.
Oh yeah, quarter.
And this is ready to fold over. And that's the way they are stored.
And that's the Lefse story. And your mom and my grandmother would be proud that you did that. It was fun to do this with
proud, she'd be so happy. because she thought this was going to die with her.
Yep.
And it's living on. And
it
now,
will.
Bruce, you
That's
are
right.
doing that.
I'll have to
This is
pass it
fun.
on to somebody else too,
Yeah,
of course. You
right.
know? Yeah. Good. Thanks. Appreciate it.